Hello, everybody. Let me get Instagram up here and running. Maybe. Come on, Instagram. You got to work for me. Well, I'm not sure Instagram's with us. If you're not with us, Instagram, I'm going to miss you. Oh, there we go. Instagram's up and running. All right. So, welcome, guys. Glad to have you all here. Finally, I invested in a multi-streaming platform. So I got Streamlabs, and I feel very old because at 50, I almost said 52, I just turned 53. At 53 years old, I like to tell people I am way too old to learn a new platform. Thank goodness my 17-year-old son was here to help me in trying to get TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook all set up inside Streamlabs. So who knows if I'm even live? I think I am. Oh, wait, I got 2 viewers. Hey, guys. So, again, first time around with Streamlabs. Hopefully, it is working for everybody. So, what are we doing here together today? So, I always love to come on and do a live Q&A. So, any questions you have for me, let's go for it. If you have questions about our trip to Costa Rica, if you have questions about being a content creator, any of my coaching offerings, I'm here to give you some free coaching here on live, okay? Hey, whatever you guys want to chit chat about, I am here for it. And I'm trying to figure out how to see my chat inside Instagram, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try to figure that out now. So we are just going to go for it. So again, if you guys have questions for me, hop into the comment section and let me know what you guys want to hear about. I do have some questions that I took off of my stories, which I always do before I go live, because I don't know if anybody even show up. So if you're here, thank you guys for being here. So I did have one question as far as if I work with a lot of brand new content creators, okay? And the question that I get over and over again, both from current clients as well as people who are looking into my coaching, is how soon can I expect to make money as a content creator? Okay, so it is completely in your control how quickly you can turn your content into a revenue stream. How does that work? The way that works is it depends on how much content you're creating, how quick you grow, as well as like how dedicated you are to learn how to connect with your audience. So I always lean into, people always love leaning into that. Yes, I made over $200,000 last year as a full-time content creator. If you're brand new, can you expect becoming a 200,000 plus revenue content creator in the next few months? No. Can you do that over a couple years? Absolutely. I didn't go full-time content creator until about 18 months ago. I was a food blogger for the past 17 years. That's kind of where I started my content creation. And of course I did social media along that way, but I sold the blog and I focused completely on content creation. So I made significantly more last year than I did the year before, and that's just the way content creation works. And the other thing I'd like to tell new content creators is stop thinking so much about only making money from views for platforms. Stephen, I see your question. I'm going to get to it. Stephen, I just saw your question. Friend, I miss you, my friend. I miss you, my friend. So back to my thing. What was I talking about? Steve, see, you messed me up. Just like when I was teaching RPM, man. You got me off track. What was I talking about? Oh, when it comes to revenue streams as a new content creator, we like to focus so much on getting paid for views, right? That is an amazing opportunity, but you can make money long before you can get paid for views. And here's the other thing. When it comes to being paid for views, it is my least consistent, least reliable source of income. So instead, let's think outside the box of monetization inside the TikTok Creator Fund or being paid for views on Instagram, which, right? Find other revenue streams, and I help my clients do that. I currently have 12 revenue streams as a full-time content creator, and I'm working on my 13th. What is my 13th revenue stream? It is to get monetized on YouTube. And I know that kind of goes against what I just said. But I'm really, really good at short form content, right? Those 1 minute minute-ish videos, and I can just open my camera and talk to you all day long. This long form horizontal content on YouTube, it's been a struggle for me, but I'm up to over 700 subscribers. I started at 0, and I'm going to get there. That is my goal, to create that 13th revenue stream. What are my other revenue streams that I have? I have digital products. I have print-on-demand products. Obviously, I do coaching. What else do I have? Lots of affiliate income as well. As an example, okay, I like to, yes, I have Amazon affiliates and I do things like that. However, let's think a little bit bigger picture. We just got back from our trip to Costa Rica, right? And I had hundreds, if not thousands, of requests for the information for the home that we did. So I gave people an affiliate link. Now, the way affiliates work, okay, if you happen to get a link from me, it does not cost you anything extra to rent through my affiliate link. But I get 10% of whatever you pay for that, however long if you're there for a week, right? I get 10% of what you pay. You do not pay 10% extra, right? So I just want to make sure that comes through VRBO. They pay me because I'm referring thousands of people to this link or to this home, okay? So again, how can you make money as a content creator outside of getting paid for views? Now, my friend Steve, so Steve is my friend from Marshall, Minnesota. We moved from Minnesota. Geez, Steve, how long ago was it? Coming up on, gotta be 3.5 years ago. And I worked at the Marshall area YMCA, and I was their group fitness manager, but I also taught 3 Les Mills formats. RPM, which is their cycling, Body Pump, which is their barbell strength training class, and Body Combat, which Steve is a massive fan of, I know. And that is their martial arts, kickboxing, and anyways, their martial arts, mixed martial arts class. I have not taught a class since I left Marshall, Steve, and I miss it with all my soul. I went to a few Les Mills classes here in Arizona, and really, really, really big, not quite the same intimate setting as Marshall. Will I ever go back? I have no idea. All right, what other questions you guys have for me? I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Access chat from... All right, here's my thing. If you missed it before, I am brand new to this streaming platform, which is Streamlabs, and I have no idea if I'm seeing all the chats or not. In fact, I know I'm not seeing the Instagram chat. So I'm sorry if you are messaging me. I know I'm seeing Facebook because I saw Steve's message here on Facebook. So again, this is what happens when you are 53 years old and trying to learn a new platform. Let's see, I can see Facebook, see all. Apparently I can only see YouTube and Facebook. So, all right. What do we have here? What question do we have here? Oh, they want to know the pros and cons of our trip to Costa Rica. So we were there. It was like a 9-day trip. We were there for 8 days. We loved, first time we'd been to Costa Rica. Pros, let's talk about some of the pros. Super, super clean country. Super, super safe country. We flew into San Jose, which is a big city. It was so, I mean, it was a city, but hands down like one of the cleanest cities I've ever been to. Inside America, outside America. Loved that. People super kind. Beaches are beautiful. Whether you like beach, you can do beach. If you're on the West Coast, you can do waterfalls and hiking and ATVing and whitewater rafting and all that kinds of adventure things as well. Loved that. The cons, we went at the peak of spring break. So the cost to fly down to Costa Rica, that prime week of spring break, was massive. I'm going to detail how much it cost us in some content this week, so make sure you come back for that. I'm going to detail how much everything cost. But what my airfare budget was for the 13 of us to go, I paid double that just because I had no idea it was the peak of spring break. Last year, I got such screaming deals for our trip to Alaska because we were off season. I didn't realize when I booked it the year before that was going to be the peak of spring break. So will I ever go to Costa Rica the peak of spring break? Nope. Mainly because airfare, crazy expensive. Other things, food, very, very expensive. Just groceries. We had this gorgeous kitchen and I love to cook. My family loves to cook. But Food is expensive. Groceries are expensive. Man, if you guys are messaging me, I am sorry. I just do not see it anymore. Groceries are expensive. We ate out once a day. And we ate in things called sodas, S-O-D-A, sodas, right? And basically they're just walk-up places. You get your food and they have some tables that you can go to. It's not a sit-down waiter type thing. It was about the same price as getting groceries at the grocery store. So the only problem was oftentimes in these sodas, there's one, maybe two people working and cooking. So when 13 people walk in, it takes a while to get your food. But we loved the food of Costa Rica. It was really good. And I think if we were to go again, I would plan to eat at those sodas more often. And again, I'm going to be detailing how much we spent on groceries, how much we spent on going out to eat, renting cars, all that kind of stuff. You want to talk about a con of Costa Rica, the roads. We had 3 4-wheel drive vehicles. And I mean, the main road's great. But like up to the rental house was just really grateful that we had a 4-wheel drive. And then we got a flat tire on one of the cars. One of our cars somehow got backed into. Anyways, the driving situation, a little crazy. But would I go again? In a heartbeat. All right, let's refresh this chat. Again, no idea if I am seeing this all. I know Instagram chat does not show up on here, and I'm supposed to see it somewhere else. Can I see it? No, I can't see it. So, love you all. All right, so let's get back to content creator and content coaching. Okay, I have my next small group coaching cohort beginning on Wednesday. Okay, I have just a few spots left. It'll be Wednesday night for 1 hour for the next 12 weeks. Yes, I know that is a big commitment. So we do 1 hour a week together, okay? It's 40 minutes of instruction, 20 minutes of Q&A at the end, and it is 12 weeks of like packed full of powerful information. Whether you are brand new, whether you have been creating content for years and you're just kind of stuck and you can't monetize, all right? So it's 12 weeks. I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific. It would be what would that be? 7 p.m. Eastern? Anyways, so just I have my website up here. If you go up here at the top, you can go there. You can get signed up. It is $69 a week. It is a screaming deal. My groups are maxed out at 10 people because I want to keep that intimate feeling. I want to make sure that you have time to ask all of your questions and make sure you are getting enough coaching directly from me that you need. And it is. It's from me. It is live. It is not a recording. We hang out together and we work through any questions, any problems you have. One of the questions that I had that came through on my stories was, what's the curriculum? All right. So I apologize. I'm going to go through all 12 weeks super fast. Week 1, 3 foundational pillars of social media success, as well as social profiles that convert. I do 2 topics per week. Week 2, stopping the scroll. In other words, hooks. How do you get people to stop scrolling? Number 2, a successful content style. Your first successful content style that works in 2025. Okay, because you just can't put anything out there anymore. Week 3, hashtags. They matter a lot, no matter what you think. And then your second successful content style. Week 4, how stories can help you grow faster. And then optimizing your descriptions as well as dealing with the comments and how to use comments to help you grow. Week 5, social engagement pods. And whether you're on TikTok and that's the engage from the bottom up or, the teamwork, you guys leave those engagement. They do horrible things to the algorithm. And we go through why. We go through the backside of why those engagement pods are evil. As well as your third successful content style. Woo, that's 3. Week 6, all the things you need to do before you hit post, right? Making sure all your settings, both on your account and on your content, are optimized. And then also that week, we talk about the powerful use of location tagging. Week 7, trending audio, as well as how to use SEO. What does SEO stand for? Search engine optimization. It is everything on social media right now. Week 8, threads. It's powerful and they pay for content right now. As well as your fourth successful content style. Week 9, data-driven decisions. We do a deep dive into analytics and how to use analytics, how to interpret them, and then once we learn to interpret those analytics, how to then implement those changes in our content so it performs better, so that we are getting more followers, so we are getting better results from our content. Where am I at? Week 10. The no sell sell. Okay, weeks 10, 11, and 12 is where we get into monetization. I cover all the monetization aspects. And people always like, well, why don't you start with that? Here's why. If I start with monetization, that's where everyone's going to start doing, oh, I want to make money, I want to make money, I want to make money. Totally get that. I'm here. It's my full-time job. I want to make money too. But if you don't know how to create content that works and connects and grows your audience first, you will not have any success selling things. You will not have any success making money from your content, whether you're talking brand deals or affiliates or whatever, right? You have to learn to create content that works for 2025 first. So weeks 10, 11, and 12 are all about monetization, working with brands, affiliates. What else do I have in here? How to sell without selling. We are so tired of being sold to. TikTok Shop has only made that significantly worse. We have to be able to tell our story and tell our product or whatever in an authentic storytelling way that is not in your face selling, because in your face selling does not convert. Yeah. So, and then how to price out, like if you're working with brands, one of the biggest questions I get is, how do I decide what my content is worth? How do I price those brand deals? We go through that as well. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for the person that had asked that question. All right, again, if you're here, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. I have no idea if I am seeing your chat. I don't think I am, because I see absolutely nothing. And then there's my child who pops up. Hi, Micah. What else? I think I am only seeing stuff on Facebook because nobody else has popped up here. And it looks to me like Instagram is completely frozen. And I have quite the look on my face in the frozen aspect. All right. What else do we get? So the main question was, how much money can I make as a new content creator and when? So will you make 200K in a few days or a few months? No. Can you make a few $100s in a few months? Yes. And here's the thing. You start with one, right? I have 12, hopefully soon to be 13 revenue streams. We're going to teach you one. We're going to teach you all the options. And you're going to focus on one, right? And then you get that up and running and working well. And then you add another, right? So how quickly, I can't tell you, because it depends on how much time you have. If you're doing this full time, man, you can be making some good money within the next 6 to 9 months. I know most people cannot do this full time, right? So, sorry, I'm getting messages. So I understand for most people it's a few hours a day. So give yourself 6 to 12 months to be bringing in significant income. But here's what often happens. People go in gung-ho. They expect it to be easy money. And when it's not easy money, they give up. Right? So how can you stand out from the crowd? You don't give up. It's like any other small business. You go in, you're excited, and then you start making sales, you start bringing in money. It's really exciting. And then all of a sudden, boom, something hits, right? Being a content creator that is successful, we now have to take this low. Like, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, I posted yesterday. I made 55 cents on TikTok, 4 views in March. 55 cents, right? But that's okay. I have other income streams. But a lot of people be like, oh, I'm giving up. This sucks. The algorithm hates me. I'm shadow banned. No, we just have to learn to work around or with the algorithm changes that happen and have monetization outside of getting paid for views. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, how many followers do I have? So across all my platforms, just about 3/4. I'm just under 3/4 Okay. So, right now my biggest following is on Facebook. Love you guys. Facebook, I always say it's a little bit, it can be a dumpster fire. But the people who follow me are very kind, very supportive. Some of my most loyal audience. And then I have Threads, I have TikTok, I have YouTube. I have Instagram, I have Pinterest. Why? Because you have to meet your audience where they're at, okay? If you choose to work with me as your coach, one of the first things I'm going to have you do is start creating and posting content across all 5 platforms, all right? It's just the only way you're going to find success. That doesn't mean I'm optimizing something for Facebook and then something for Instagram and then something. No, I create one piece of content and that goes absolutely everywhere. It literally takes me maybe 10 or 15 minutes to post across all platforms. I optimize for one. It used to be TikTok, it is now currently YouTube, right? And then everybody else gets that content repurposed across all the platforms, right? So, great questions. What else do we have here? Again, if you're just hopping on here, guys, thank you for being here. I think my Instagram is completely frozen. I'm going to press that button again and see if I can get it to reconnect. Oh, look. I am not sure. Again, old lady trying Streamlabs for the first time. If you're a Streamlabs expert, you guys can come and tell me what I did right. I'm going to be really interested to see like the recordings of these and see what actually people were saying. All right. Oh, TikTok Shop. On my video yesterday that I posted talking about the changes that happened to the Creator Rewards program on TikTok, I had a lot of people asking me about TikTok Shop. Here's what I coach my clients, is that if you want to do TikTok Shop, your account should be 100% TikTok Shop content, okay? That might mean that you need 2 separate accounts, because if you want TikTok Shop plus other styles of content, I would tell you get 2 different accounts. Optimize one for TikTok Shop, optimize one for whatever other topic or topics you talk about. Because TikTok Shop kills a lot of creators' reach. And if you're in the Creator Rewards program, I don't know, for some reason they just fight against each other. So my clients have had a lot of success creating separate accounts or taking an account that has been approved for TikTok Shop, keeping that, and then starting a different one if they want to try to qualify for the Creator Rewards program. Okay, so that is my counsel to you. Anytime I have done, I think 3 TikTok Shop videos because brands paid me to do them. And like it took me a good 6 weeks for the algorithm to come back and like me again. I don't know why. Whatever the algorithm likes, it likes when it is a separate thing or that account is all in on TikTok Shop. So you do what you want. That is my counsel. That is what I have found for my clients works very well. All right. One more plug here for my small group coaching that is beginning Wednesday. I have a few spots left. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I think that's the right time. 12 weeks long, 1 hour a week for those 12 weeks, and $69 a week is how that works. When you sign up, you pay for your first week, which is Wednesday, and then my system automatically processes those. You don't have to do anything to manage it at all. Ooh, I think I can finally see comments on Instagram. Hey, Instagram. I have no idea what's going on. So what else do we have here? If you missed it earlier, you can go back and watch. I went through all of the 12 weeks, like the curriculum that we cover, and it is really, really good for brand new creators, right? But it is also very powerful for creators who have been doing this but are just stuck. They don't know how to monetize. They are stuck at, 8,000 followers or 80,000 followers, right? Whatever it is, it just helps you go from here to here, right? What other question? Guys, I don't know why it won't refresh. See, I'm going to pick TikTok. Maybe I can get TikTok. Nope. And part of the problem is, I know with TikTok on the Live Center, it only works on PC, so I'm kind of using a workaround because I'm a Mac girl. So I think that's one of the reasons I cannot see the TikTok chat. So sorry, y'all. If I'm not answering your questions, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm not seeing it. Let's see what else we have here. Some people were asking me about the additional rewards. Like, how does that work? It's fairly new on TikTok. I did a video about it yesterday. You can go onto any of my channels and read about it. But like they still have the normal creator rewards program. But then if you have a very niched channel, a very niched topics that you are covering, and you kind of set yourself up as an expert, they're giving you additional rewards. And when I posted that video, it's kind of crazy because across all of my platforms, people were like really digging into TikTok, like, oh, you know, they're treating creators so horribly. I have to tell you, as a full-time content creator, TikTok's actually one of my favorite platforms because of how well they love and support their creators. Really great webinars, really great resources and articles. When you run into problems and you create a support ticket, it actually gets, you get an automated response, but then you can like appeal things and it gets looked at by a real person. Anything that is Meta or Google, we do not get the same level of support. And articles are out of date, or they have really, you know, any tutorials that are in a Meta thing, you probably have like a 20% chance that they're correct and up to date. So, and if you've been around me long enough, you know that Facebook owes me over $28,000 from 2021. And I've tried to work their systems, and that was for views. I was part of their Reels bonus program in 2021, and I earned 28 grand. And when I tried to get my money, they told me I was not the financial administrator of my account. But they wouldn't tell me who was. Anyways, I mean, literally for 18 months. And finally, I spent so much time like chasing something that wasn't going to happen. I just walked away from it. That's how much time I was spending, that I was willing to walk away from $28,000 than keep fighting that fight. So that's my long way of saying, I understand frustration with both TikTok creators and other platforms, that they're very critical of TikTok. As a creator, it is actually my favorite because they support their creators. Okay, my teenager is trying to get my attention, so I'm going to be a mom. Yes! What do you need?
How do you want Harley to come in?
She can just come in.
Okay.
Just tell her just explain to her that I'm live if she wants to. Anyway, my teenage daughter is got a friend coming over, so anyways, yeah, teenagers. Yeah, so I still have 2 kids at home. I have a freshman in high school and I have a senior in high school, and he is leaving for college in the fall, and I will be devastated and sad. As will my daughter, because she's just going to be stuck with her mom and dad and just the 2 of us. So, all right, let me see what other questions I have here. I don't know why. Again, Instagram, I can see you, but it is just not refreshing questions. Somebody asked me if I like Taylor Swift. I do. Okay, Taylor over on Instagram asked me if I like Taylor Swift. Love Taylor Swift. My 2 daughters went to the Eras Tour, opened here in Arizona. They didn't get tickets to night 1, but they went to night 2. I was in California, otherwise I might have gone with them. But yes, love Taylor, love her music, love what she stands for as a musician. Again, guys, I am so sorry that I cannot see your chats. So if you're asking me questions, it's not because I am mean, and it's not because I don't love you. So apparently the only live chat I have kind of going is over on Instagram. Old lady using Streamlabs for the first time. Gotta love it. All right, let's see what other questions I had from my stories. Oh, somebody wanted to know where our rental house was in Costa Rica. It was on the west coast. It was pretty smack dab between Dominical and Uvita, and off of a main road, but off the main road and up the mountain, it was only, I think, 1.5 miles off the main road, but the road was, like I mentioned before, it was rough. And it took us a good 15-20 minutes to go up that mountain, and it was, yeah. I would not go to Costa Rica. If you're going to do any like adventuring or outside of the standard tourist area, you need a 4-wheel drive. So, and even with that, we had car problems. So, yeah. Ooh, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, we debated between doing East Coast or Caribbean side versus West Coast. And I just picked the West Coast because we tend to enjoy more adventurous type stuff, little ATVing, hiking, whitewater rafting. So we're a little limited right now because my youngest is in and out of a wheelchair, walking with a cane. So we had to do things that were kind of accessibility kind. Yeah, so we're going through that with her right now. What else do I have here? Oh, somebody was asking me about brand deals and how to find brand deals. If you're not a content creator, what I mean by that is brands will pay me and pay me very nicely to create a video, post it on my channel, and then like have a link in my bio to their product or post stories with links. Anyways, so the question is, how do I find them? Three main ways is how I get brand deals. Number one, they reach out to me. So I can always tell when my content is doing well on Instagram or TikTok because I get a lot of email outreach from brands. Hey, we love your content. We think you'd be the perfect fit for this, right? Number two, I have a database of about 60 different influencer / content creator networks that I am a member of. So some of them, like once I've registered, right, and connected my accounts to their network, again, they reach out to me, or they have like an application process. So I will go in a couple times a week and I will check my favorite networks. And the ones that, for me, how do I know if they're my favorite networks? They pay me well, right? Because there's a lot of networks and a lot of brands out there are like, ooh, can you make us 10 videos and we're going to pay you $200? Nope, sorry. So I have my favorite networks because they pay content creators well, and yeah, I just enjoy working with them. So I go and I work through my networks, I apply, I pitch through these networks, and then my third way is I will contact and pitch to a brand directly. As an example, when we were going to the Costa Rica house, right? Of course, I have some influence there. So I reached out to the owners of the home and I said, hey, I had already made the video of doing a little bit of a preview of where we were going. It was after Christmas, I posted it. And it went massive, right? Across all platforms. I think it had like 5 million views across all platforms. So I sent it to the owners of the home. I'm like, look, people are really interested. They want a link to this house, right? Would you be interested in working out a discount? The house was expensive, so I wasn't going to ask to stay for free for a week, but I'm like, hey, in exchange for me promoting your home more, would you be interested in, offering me a discount, and I will make, a video or two about the home and provide the link that you would like me to use. Now, maybe not the best example, but their answer was, nah, no thanks, but that's okay, right? I am still always willing to try and see what brands are interested. And sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 times reaching out to a brand for them to be like, yeah, I think you're right. Because you have to imagine, I don't have to imagine, you can imagine how many hundreds of thousands of emails that these brands get on a daily basis, okay? So, all right, I'm going to refresh this chat even though I have like zero hope of anything new popping up. Let me hop over here to my, what was that? Where is he at? Well, I know, like, what platform is he on? See, Instagram seems to be the only one that's working, but what do I know? Again, this is brand new to me, so hopefully I can see at least some people on here. I have no idea if that's, 15 viewers just on Facebook or whatever. So normally I'm like answering questions here and there, but I'm getting like no questions because this isn't working. All right, let's see, what else do I have? Make sure I got all my questions from my stories. Oh, because of the video that I posted yesterday talking about how I'm going to pivot a little bit for my TikTok content to try to get into this additional rewards program. They want to know if I'm changing my content everywhere. I'm not. I'm still going to be showing up, being as authentic, being me, sharing my life, sharing travels, sharing products I love. Nothing is going to change on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, YouTube. You're still going to see the same content from me. And when I'm talking about testing things on TikTok, I'm going to try to focus on a more niched type of content for my TikTok just to see if I can, for the next couple months, up my revenue. Why? Because I'm a content creator coach, right? I want to, part of my job as a coach is to try out these new programs, to try out these new requirements, to see if I can get them to work so that I can go to my clients and be like, hey, I tested this for the past 6 weeks, the past 8 weeks, and this is what worked. This is what didn't work. You know, part of my job is to give my clients the insider scoop. And when new things come out, I don't have an insider scoop because I haven't tried them yet. So I am going to try it. Is it going to be a long-term change to my channel on TikTok? No idea. Can't answer that for you. All right. That's my puppy. All right, Ada. Ada is on Facebook and you have a question. Ada, hop in the comments and let me know what your question is. Jennifer, good evening. Jen, it is 2:55 here in Arizona, so it's good afternoon. It is beautiful in Arizona. It's like, what, 82 or something like that, a beautiful breeze. Like, oh, why can't Arizona be like this more longer? Yeah, so Ada, if you are still there, hop in. I can't promise you I'm going to see your question because it is just not working very well. But I'm going to refresh it just to see if Ada has put in her question. And again, Instagram, I promise I am here and I am listening, but I just cannot see chat. And I know I can't see TikTok's chat. So, guys, you know, so it goes. I'm going to give Ada a few seconds here. What else do I have? Other questions? TikTok brand deals. Oh, somebody had asked about one-on-one coaching. What does it look like to work with me in the one-on-one coaching session? So we've talked about small group coaching, right? An hour a week, 40 minutes of instruction, 20 minutes of Q&A at the end, up to 10 people. I max that out at 10. What does one-on-one look like? One-on-one looks like 50 minutes, 50, with me. So the reality is they probably usually last an hour until my next client hops on and then like, oh, I gotta go. But about an hour a week with me. It is $199 per week. Again, you sign up, auto subscribe. What is the difference? Obviously, it's just me and you, and I can customize the curriculum specifically to what you need. If you're doing the small group coaching, we start at week 1 and we do the same 12 weeks, okay? All my groups. This is the group that I have starting on Wednesday is my third. And I have 3 groups going right now. And then one-on-one, we cover the topics that you are most interested in. All right, I got to be a mom again. Hold on. Yes.
Keep going.
All right, love you. Have fun. Hi, Harley. I don't mean to be rude. Oh, 6 p.m. in Florida. Is it humid yet, Jennifer, in Florida? All right, so that is what one-on-one coaching looks like with me. All right. Let me see here. What else do I have? Content. I think I'm covered all of my questions. Oh, they wanted to know if, when it comes to TikTok optimization or TikTok monetization, somebody had asked me if they are already part of the Creator Rewards program, will they automatically be part of the additional rewards program? So you get standard rewards, additional rewards. I don't know the answer to that. Again, it's new and I'm playing around with it. The information and resources from TikTok are still on the limited side. I think so, but I can't guarantee anything. My gut, just from doing this for so long, my gut tells me that if you're going to be making, those 5 figures that I used to make a year ago, I made a year ago on TikTok, I was bringing in 5 figures. I did 5 figures 3 months in a row, and all the other months were 4 figures. So that changed August, September of last year. The algorithm had a massive change, but I was still making decent money. Anyways, I am going to play their game, see what kind of results I have, and see if I can get it back to where I want it to be. I can't guarantee you that you're going to have access to these additional rewards. I can't guarantee you that if you niche down, you're going to, have amazing results, because I haven't A/B tested. I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to try this, and I'm going to find what works. And then once I find what works once, with content creation, we have to try it again. We have to see if we can repeat that success, if we can repeat what created revenue for us, right? So, all right, Ada is back over here on Facebook, and she says, I've been on Facebook posting consistently, but can't seem to get followers. Also, how much is your small group coaching? So, Easy question. Small group coaching is $69 a week. It is 12 weeks long. It is beginning Wednesday, once a week, that hour a week, 40 minutes of instruction, 20 minutes of Q&A, and we do a lot. I mean, we start with like how to create content that connects so that you can grow, right? All those secrets, so we understand how the algorithm works. We understand what connects with our audience. And then at the end, the last 3 weeks, we dive into monetization. Now that you are creating amazing content, let's monetize that content. If you want to go back and watch the recording of this, Ada, I went through each of the 12 weeks earlier on this live and detailed out. Now, she says she has been on Facebook posting consistently. Ada, if you can tell me what consistently looks like, as well as, are you doing video? Are you doing graphics? Are you doing photo? Tell me a little bit about your content, right? Her thing is she can't seem to get followers. I haven't seen Ada's content, right? But 100% of the people that tell me that, whether they're clients or whether I'm just helping over chat or over live, is because your content is not connecting. We have to be able to connect with an audience, right? That doesn't mean that we share everything and we're super vulnerable, but we're just showing up on camera authentically. We are not using filters. We are not trying to be the end all be all. We are just connecting with our audience and we are talking to them like they are our best friend. Biggest piece of advice I have for you, Ada, whether you choose to do small group coaching with me or not, just open your camera and pretend you are talking to your bestie, whoever that person is, right? Whether you have 100 followers or 100,000 followers, as soon as you start talking to them like they were a group of people, we lose that intimacy, we lose that connection, okay? If you choose to work with me, Ada, I can't tell you how often we talk about connection, authenticity, and your audience is just your best friend, right? We just drill that in and we build. We start with foundational principles that really work and connect in 2025, and then we just build, right? One layer at a time. All right. Any other questions? Again, Instagram, I am so sorry. I don't know if you guys can even see me. I think it's frozen. So all these people are showing up. For those who aren't on Instagram, this is what it's frozen on. It's like, so sorry. One of these days, I'm going to make it work. What else do we have here? All right, how long have we been on? 42 minutes. So I am really grateful that you all have been here with me. I have no idea. I'm interested to see how this works. I'm going to go and see what questions I missed. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to get better at this platform. This is the perfect example of something I teach my clients, right? You don't have to be a master. People always want before they start, people who are new, right? Before they start creating content. Oh, but I just want to make sure it's like perfect before I publish it. Your content is never going to be never, ever, ever going to be perfect. Ever. Just get in the habit of publishing, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have technical problems. I'm using this platform for the first time because I'm tired of managing 4 different devices going live, right? I know I'm doing so many things wrong with using Streamlabs for the first time. Does that keep me from going live? Absolutely not, because I am here we go again, Ada, here's this word, to connect with my audience, to provide value for you, whether you choose to work with me or not, whether you choose to follow me or not, whether you choose to purchase from me, I don't care, I'm here to connect. And I'm here to show up as a 53-year-old lady with some menopause weight and some wrinkles in her, because our demographic is horribly underrepresented on social media. If I can empower more women 50 and older to show up on social media to create content, then my job is done. My job is done. All right, Ada says, thank you. She would like one-on-one coaching. Ada, I would love to work with you on one-on-one coaching. I don't know if you can, again, I don't know what you're seeing. I don't know if you can see my link or not. Oh yeah, it's right here, right? Just go there and sign up for whatever coaching option you want. There is no minimum when it comes to the one-on-one coaching. We do it until you're done. You get to say, I'm done. And then, I don't have you have to do 10 sessions with me. No, I have some people who they can pay for one session. We get on and we cram as much value as we can into that. And then I have people I've been working with for a year, right? So it just depends what your needs are. When it comes to small group, again, there's no minimum, but again, it's a killer value. $69 a week for my expertise, my coaching, my individual help. Priceless. All right. One last call for questions. Poor Instagram. I might have to go live on Instagram just to recover from this. All right. Love you all. If you have questions, whether you're watching a replay of this or you're just hopping on now, whatever, feel free to message me. I do not use an AI bot to respond to comments. I sometimes have an assistant that helps me with DMs or comments. The reality is they mainly help me with comments. They don't often help me with DMs. I am answering my questions. I am answering comments. I am answering DMs. Again, Ada, here's that word, connection, right? If I have an AI bot that you have to comment coaching, right? And then I'm going to message you instantly. It's some bot that's messaging you instantly versus Ada, you're going to comment something. It might take me an hour or two to respond to you, but then I have now started this one-on-one conversation with you in DMs, right? What a great way to connect and remind people that you're a real person, right? We're building that know, like, trust pathway. If you know anything about marketing, right? The more I can connect with people, the more they are going to trust me. And man, that trust is my biggest asset as a content creator. Man, I started with one point and ended with something else. That happens a lot. ADHD. So again, questions about coaching, questions about Costa Rica, questions about anything, right? You can put them in the comments below this replay, or you can message me, send me a DM, send me a private message, and we can chat there. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Saturday evening if you're in Florida with Jennifer, or an afternoon here if you're with me